All right. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our first Happit chat about Growth Hackers Vlog. So, season 1, episode 1. And today we are going to talk about our website improvements and different Facebook and LinkedIn posts, testings of what we have done in the last 2 weeks. So, who are your hosts for today? So, here we have Rodrigo.
Hi everybody, I'm there with a beer. I'm not always having a beer in my hand, but this time I was.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that event. It was nice.
Yeah.
So, Rodrigo, you're growth marketing lead at Cloud-Driven and at Happit, and together with myself as product evangelist, community manager, we are trying to growth hack our suite product. So, and the idea of this vlog is to document this whole journey, what we are doing. So, for today, we are going to talk a little bit about our new website. So we have a new website, drum roll, and Ori, you have done some great improvements there. And we talk a little bit about what did we do and why did we do it. Then also we look at the social posts we did on Facebook and LinkedIn in the last 2 weeks and talk a bit about the analytics of them and the metrics, what we get out of it. And then in the end, what is our verdict from the growth hacking sprint 1? So basically what went really well and what we could improve in the next sprint. And then in every sprint, we do a similar vlog like today and can check what is working and what isn't working. So if something isn't working, it's almost as valuable as if you figure out what something is working. Yeah, so much about the spirit of growth hacking. So our new website, what did we do and why did we do it? So first of all, Odi, you made this awesome new hero image.
Yeah.
And I remember you had some pain with that while building it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was not as easy as it seemed, but we managed.
But I like it. It's kind of simple and welcoming, and I also like the punchline a lot. So it says everything in one punchline.
Yeah. I think the one, to start I would like to start with why were we trying to we redo the website and what were we trying to achieve with it. The why was that we needed to better communicate what Happit is and what is it all about, how does it work. So one of the first things when you're doing growth hacking is that you have to be objective in analyzing how are you communicating your product and to which audience. From there, find what new ways or experiment with new ways of properly communicating in a very clear and fast way. What is it that you're trying to sell to someone else? In this case, Happit. So the hero image was a little bit of a trial and error thing with different visuals that we had, which we wanted to clearly communicate in one picture that Happit is a tool, a layer that runs on top of specific software, or in this case, Microsoft application.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was really easy to use and kind of like also show how would it look on top of the application. So it was kind of like a little bit finding out how are we going to visualize that in a sense that someone would understand, okay, you're working on your computer and Happit will run on top of the application that you're using at that moment. So we tried with different screens or ways of visualizing how the screen would look and ended up building this image, which, just the specifics of this drawing it and making it in Photoshop and combining all the different elements took several trials and errors of seeing, okay, how would it look better, what type of visual would be more user friendly, would be better engaging. And after several tries, and this actually took us like a week to get it done.
Yeah, I remember.
So and some gray hairs in our head, we managed to come with it.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, the result was pretty good. You've gotten better feedback. You've got more feedback about it than I have.
Yeah, I got. So what if you show for a couple of minutes the outcome?
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna share my screen at the moment. Share screen number 1. Here we go.
Don't share the wrong screen.
Yeah, no, the other one has actually part of the stuff that we're working already on the second set on the second sprint of growth hacking. So we want to save that for the next one. Also, you're gonna see I have like lots of tags of Google Analytics and Facebook and LinkedIn and stuff like that. That's because we're also checking a lot of, constantly tracking our numbers and how are we doing and all the posts and different views. But we're gonna focus now on the new website.
Yeah.
So pretty much, of course, I think from the previous website, the menu was kept the same, but a lot of the content was analyzed. And then let's say that we did a little bit of content generation and restructuring in a sense of that we would communicate clearly what's actually the product, how does the product differentiate from the services that you could also that we provide with Happit. And then of course stories and pricing was something that was kind of a little bit of a debate whether we should show it or not, but I thought in the objective of being very clear and also helping customers get all the information that they would beforehand, we decided to add it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So previously our website was based more on, let's say, graphics that were like cartoons or animations. But we wanted to engage more with the end user, so we started actually using more visuals that actually
like
people in there, but still not forgetting the playfulness of cartoons and these type of visuals. As we said before, the hero image was just about communicating visually very easily what we are and what Happy can do.
Exactly. So the goal was really that if a user goes to www.happit.com and sees the hero image, that you actually would get it at once. So for everyone who is reading watching this, if you could comment if that is really the case, that would be very helpful.
Yeah, then this is not so normal, but I wanted to do it anyway because we've noticed that a lot of in our previous website, the experience was that even though we tried to explain what was Happit, we needed a very clear phrase of what is the product and the value proposition of it. So again, we explained what is Happit. So it's an employee training method. And we were talking about how does this solution work. So it's a click-by-click tutorial to help users or employees learn any new software. We also wanted to give the opportunity to anyone visiting the website to always have interactions or call to actions in our website. So we're constantly putting would you like to learn more or request a demo so that they can engage with us at any time.
Yeah. Call to actions are really important.
Yeah, we also, based on the previous research and let's say the value proposition canvases that we did on Happit before, we know that our target audience is very keen into references to what our customers are saying and what type of validation do we have. So it was also important to put quite high that we are the SPC award-winning solution of 2019 and 2019 Microsoft Finland Partner of the Year, because that gives us validation.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Then once we're explaining what is Happit, then it was all about why. And how does it work? So we clearly defined like the 4 steps in which from the installation to how does it run on the administrator side and how can he deliver it to its employees or team members.
Okay. Cool.
Also we wanted to put some very emphatic bullet points of how can Happit in practice helps to improve the competences of the employees. So we added visuals there. And again, we have a download. Like if people want to know more, we have the ebook that it's content that could help them to actually learn more about user adoption and how Happit can, support that process.
Yeah, I think in the following vlogs from our growth hacking sprints, I think we can go a bit more into more details about the website and also the analytics. So if we spend now the last 5 minutes to go a bit through the other results, what we have done during this last sprint.
I think in a sense it was just more about keeping it modern and very clean design and run over optimization of the text, the subheadings, and making it also in a way doing all this backend searching optimization of internal links, external links, image attributes, text length, focusing on key phrases, so that Google would know what the website is about, so that when there's search, then Google's algorithm knows through our key search phrases and the meta description that Happit is a relevant website for that search. So that would increase also our relevance in the organic search for Google.
Yeah, and now when I take over the screen again.
Yes.
So when we look at the results, this is exactly what had happened. So it's kind of interesting to see. But first of all, a little bit more about, okay, what are we doing here? So growth hacking is a very trendy topic at the moment, but basically it is all about creative marketing. We try to automate as much as possible, but it's also a lot about experimenting and especially about the data and analysis of the data. And this is kind of a circle or a cycle which is happening in those sprints. So we have the 2-week sprints where we test different approaches to generate traffic, how to convert traffic into leads, and then ultimately convert leads into customers. So this is what we are trying to achieve in here with this growth hacking sprints. So the social post performance of Facebook, here we have had 3 different posts where the first one was the one post about generating traffic to our new website. And this was had the most organic reach. It has also the most engagement rate. So it was kind of interesting to see. So people were really interested about or were curious about the new website. The second post was about traffic to landing page, where we would actually offer free consulting. And this was the least performing post of all of them. And the last one was not bad post either. It was also traffic to another landing page where we would talk a little bit about the user adoption journey, so giving out information to the end user. So the other one, what we had was the same post about the consultation, and this was in LinkedIn. And it had a bit of a similar performance also in LinkedIn, what it had in Facebook. Maybe a little bit better in LinkedIn than in Facebook, but overall it wasn't really a good performing post, or it was okay performing, but compared to the other ones, it was not as engaging.
It's important to notice that in the organic or engagement rate, it was good, but then some of the interactions, like this is where you have to be also very honest about yourself and part of the learning. So a lot of the organic interactions were from people within the company that saw it and they liked it. And when we are actually looking into the promoted reach, then we're seeing that we are probably missing the mark there because of the rate. And even though that we did a Finnish ad for the Finnish market, we were not getting the results that we wanted.
And the funny thing was the English posts, they worked better also for the Finnish market. So this was a very interesting insight. Of course, we will keep on testing this and see if this was just now the offer wasn't good enough, or it wasn't interesting enough for people. Maybe people don't want free consulting. So but
Or
for
maybe
us,
it was too early for them that,
too early.
first they
It
need
was
to
just
engage, and then we
yeah.
need to get them to find more information about training and how Happit can help, and then it's a good moment to actually offer the free training.
Yeah, exactly. So here a
So-
little bit about the audience and the results. So to whom have we been targeting this? We targeted all those posts to HR managers in public sector in Finland, because this is kind of at the moment the project we are trying to position the product there. The age was between 45 and 60, and the male-female ratio was 50-50. And the all results we have had, that we basically doubled our traffic from 3 weeks ago in general. The organic search improved a lot, was like the ratio between organic search and social traffic was like 50-50. And more activity engagement on Facebook we figured out versus LinkedIn. And the interest selection of the audience worked really well. Right?
Yep. Those were in general terms the most important results that we got.
Great.
And I think that it also goes to show that, unlike LinkedIn, the messages that we're targeting in Facebook to the audience are actually working, whereas in LinkedIn, not so much.
Yeah.
So
and
it might be due to how the audience uses the channel, or how active they are in those channels.
Yes. And just to give a perspective, so the median, or the audience, the engagement rate per post per industry is here. Tech and software is 0.02%. So we had, in comparison to this, we still had quite good results actually. So the posts weren't bad, right? Especially the first post was really, really good, but I think we just need to kind of maybe work a bit more on the copy, or work on the offers to actually get more engagement done. But if you look at it on all the posts all over the industries, and in comparison to tech and software, the engagement rate of our posts was actually not bad.
Yeah, and also we're looking more into the customer journey. Maybe if we're already offering something for them before they are actually or at the moment that they are realizing the need, then they won't take the offer. But if we feed them information on the benefits on how to do onboarding or employee training and the different processes that there are, then after that, once they get to know more, they actually start to they realize, okay, I need a tool. And that's when probably offering like the hour of free consulting might be more engaging for them. So we also have to look about the customer journey a little bit deeper.
Exactly. So the main point of the audiences and the posts is that you actually want to put the post in front of the nose of a person who's really interested in buying or in actually that particular topic. So if you are a cat owner, you don't want to have ads for dog food, for instance.
Exactly.
So the last but not least slide of this vlog, so the verdict for sprint 1. So what we can say, what went great was the SEO website optimization and the Facebook post traffic to the new website. So the very first post we did performed really well from our perspective. And maybe what to improve now, what we can already look for the next sprint, is that the website activity analytics, so proper setup of tags. And refine audiences with Facebook Audience Insights. It's a new tool, so maybe we could even show that as well next week. And then improve our offers. So for instance, maybe there's not much interest in free consulting, or we were too early, or it wasn't really corresponding to the audience that well.
I think that going back to to what you were saying about dogs and cats, maybe a better way to explain it would be that we are already offering cat food to someone that is thinking about maybe getting a pet.
Yeah.
So they don't know if they want a cat or not, but we're already offering them cat food. So first we need to show them why our cats, or work with them along the process of why would I want a cat? Our cat's like a great pet, and then we say, oh, by the way, we have the food for cat.
Yeah, exactly. So, eat your own cat food.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Cool. So I think that was it for this week, or for this sprint. And for the next sprint, let's see what we can improve, what we will change, and then in 2 weeks again we will release another vlog from the Happit growth hacking team.
Yep.
So otherwise, have a great weekend, Odi.
Thank you. You too.